Good morning. My name is Walter Holt. I'm a farmer in Imperial Valley. I've been farming for over 40 years here now. And I have a ranch in that project that we're talking about today. And I live here, I work here, and I'm no doubt going to stay here. I'm here to speak in support of the project. I'd like to see it go forward. And I had some thoughts on it, and just very quickly, make some real quick points. Some of them may, so I'll be quick. This is an allowable project on ag land, which one has been used on neighboring lands. And it's already been said many times, it's a private property right that we have. And I don't see how this is going to harm the nearby farms. I really don't. I see less dust and less problems coming off of this than if it was farmed to the field crops that are normally grown there. And the county has its ag benefit program, and this will help put future funds into the ag benefit program to mitigate any loss of jobs. And it's supposed to come back in 25 years in ag. Now, whether it will or not, we don't know, but that's the plan. A lot of this stuff is done that way. We do it with the best information we have, and we go from there. And with that, I'll thank you.
Thank you.
Sue Mayer, Jesse Garcia, and Jeff Mercer.
I'm Sue. I'll pass for right now.
Jesse Garcia, Jeff Mercer, and Avery and Muller.
Good morning. I just real brief. I'm representing Rexel, we're electrical supply distributor here in Imperial Valley. I am for the project. We've greatly benefited from these projects, and we're actually looking to employ more people to support these projects. So it is benefiting us well, and we're hoping to see more of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeff Mercer, Granite Construction Company, 2095 Highway 111. I'm for this project too. We've been fortunate to do several solar jobs in Imperial County. We've done about 3 for Tenaska, and all I can tell you is they do what they say they're going to do. The work that we've had done with them, we followed all the requirements. So whatever's in that conditional use permit, you can be guaranteed that it'll take place. It's employment for us. It employs our local people. Been here for 20 years. And again, we're for the project. Hopefully that you'll vote in that way today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Avery Muller, Granite Construction. I'm a bred, born, and raised Imperial Valley native, and the last couple of years that Granite Construction's been building this this solar work has been some of our busiest years. About all of our people that we employ are local people. Our vendors are mostly local vendors, and this is a good project for immediate benefit to our people and our local economy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark Pipkin, Eddie Harmon, Sean Wilkins.
Good morning, my name is Mark Pipkin. I'm a lifetime resident of El Centro. I was born and raised in Imperial County. Worked in the ag industry for 25 years, and I was in the construction industry for about 10 years. I work for Granite Construction. I've been a project manager working on the ISEC South, ISEC West project. Worked with Tenaska several times. They're a great customer to work for. They've employed our people, paid their bills, been a great customer. I'm here to encourage you to move this project forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Katie Harmon, and I want to raise some concerns about contradictions between.
Can't hear anything.
I wanted to raise some concerns about contradictions that are raised by.
You've got to put it a little closer.
I want to raise some concerns about issues that are raised by this project and the DRECP document that I've been reviewing, that's put out by state and federal agencies that talks about renewable energy for the California desert. And those of you that are familiar with the DRECP document realize that the intended area that Andy has talked about, we've seen, it looks like the irrigated portion of Imperial County is the area that's slated for development. If we convert all agriculture, and when I've been reading volume 3, which is chapter on agricultural development, when I was reading yesterday, it appears from text in the DRECP that this kind of project would not be approved on agricultural lands. And so there's some real concern between what the text of the federal and state document says and what the county is doing. So I just wanted to raise that question. And when I talk to people in other areas, they say it looks like Imperial County, the place where people live, is being designated as a sacrifice area to supply renewable energy to more affluent communities on the coast, whether it's LA or San Diego, whether it's transmission corridors going in or projects. Conspicuously, the map related to agricultural lands in Imperial County is missing from the DRECP. And a call from BLM to the state agency indicated that map, or those maps related to agriculture, are not publicly available, which is a concern. I didn't see or hear anything about the need to comply with the regulations for the California Department of Public Health and the concerns that they have about health issues related to photovoltaics, and the fact that when there is a lot of dust in the air, construction is supposed to stop. I didn't see anything about public health benefits and costs and impacts to help people who may be having problems related to off-site impacts, but who are not employees of these projects. And I've taken courses in photovoltaic design and installation, both from Colorado Mountain College and Arco Solar. And the one thing that was impressed upon us at the time we took those, that photovoltaic installations will always be more energy efficient and productive at higher elevation and lower ambient temperatures because they have to dump heat. And I understand that, with the heat island effect, taking ag lands out so that you lose the cooling effect of evapotranspiration, it's going to make PV installations in Imperial County potentially a lot less efficient than elsewhere, and that needs to be considered. I was at one meeting with someone from Alaska, and they agreed that what I learned has not, it's not changed. And so some of these large-scale installations in the desert are problematic in terms of efficiency. Can I add one thing? The Army identified a corridor from Yuma to Palin as high incidence of valley fever in a publication in 1958, and we need to consider serious public health impacts.
Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Sean Wilcock with IVEDC. I'm here to speak on behalf of this project, in support of this project. As many of you know, IVEDC's core function is external marketing, and we've been responsible for attracting many of these companies that are here today in support of this renewable energy. Also, about 4 years ago, people like Tom Tapuzas from Tenaska Solar, Tom DeBose from DD&E, and Tim Kelly of IVEDC identified a disconnect, and that disconnect was that some of the projects that were coming into the valley were not procuring with local contractors. So with the guidance of those three gentlemen, we decided to put together a procurement program which helps connect local contractors with these projects that are coming into the valley. And today I'm pleased to announce that we are working with about 120 local contractors that are getting the opportunity to bid on these projects. Many of these companies are here today. So we're constantly working with these projects and their developers to increase local participation as much as we can. Our effort is towards allowing local contractors the first and last opportunity to bid on these projects and secure contracts. Additionally, I'd like to talk about the solar job fair that we did in November of 2012. We worked in conjunction with the Labor's Union and IBEW, as well as the local workforce office, to put on a solar job fair out at the Barberworth Country Club. We had 1,700 people show up to that job fair looking for work in this industry specifically. So, you know, with the local contracting opportunities that we're working with today and to support the local job seekers, we urge you to support this project. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guillermo Chavez, Diane Faulkner, Gilbert Leon.
Good morning. Pardon my voice. My name is Guillermo Chavez. I'm here representing Range for Rent. It's a family-owned business that's been supporting the valley for over 45 years. We're most known to provide services and equipment to the ag industry. Ag is our main core business. It's 80% of our revenue. However, for the past 4 or 5 years, these solar projects have really bumped up our local labor and rentals. We support this project, and we ask for you guys to support it as well. We need diversify. We also service the renewable energy, such as the geothermal industries. So anything we can do that can bring more jobs, different business, jobs that maybe require, or business that require less water will help. We welcome them. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diane Faulkner. I'm here on behalf of my mom, Margaret Streeter. She asked me to let you know that she's not against this project. She feels that the landowner has a right to sell or lease to whoever they want. She asked that you would approve this project to go forward. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Gilbert Leon, and I'm the owner of Green Desert Landscape. I'm a local landscape firm, and I like to say that I've been involved in 4 of these solar projects in the last 2 years. And at Alaska in particular, it's been one of my best clients that I ever worked for in my 18 years of experience as a contractor, and that I really encourage move forward on this project in particular, because that will create more work for some of the local contractors like me. Thank you.
Caroline Allen.
Can you hear me? My name is Carolyn Allen. I'm a member of an extended farm family here in the Imperial Valley. And before I get started with the rest of it, I wanted to point out that when I was looking at the economic impact analysis, and on page 7, it says that the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation and the County of Imperial sponsored the development of an economic development strategic plan in 2006. For purposes of disclosure, Development Management Company, the firm that did this economic analysis, was the firm that produced the plan under contract with the County of Imperial. It seems to me like it's a conflict of interest, and if not a conflict of interest, it should at least shed some doubt about the validity of the figures and reports in here, since they seem to have an ulterior motive. I have spoken out numerous times against placing solar projects on Imperial Valley's farmland and open spaces. Rooftops are a far better choice for solar panel placement. I'm here to oppose the Wisteria Ranch Solar Energy Project. I ask the Commission to deny all of the items on the agenda for the Wisteria project. The FEIR initially listed 32 categories as having potentially significant environmental impacts. The mitigation measures are woefully inadequate for the amount of damage that will be done if this project is approved. There have been claims of poor monitoring and oversight for wind and solar projects that have already been approved by the county. I oppose the conversion of farmland to solar. On page 2.0-1 of the FEIR, it states the preferred project has 16 CUP applications to develop 16 individual solar projects or clusters. That makes it 2,661 acres. This acreage includes prime farmland, unique farmland, and farmland of statewide importance. All of this is valuable farm ground. Our precious farmland should be protected, not destroyed. This project goes against Imperial County's general plan, despite the claim on page 2.0-3 that it is consistent with the county's general plan. The general plan we have today was written at a time when we had a board of supervisors who wanted to protect our valley's agriculture. Sadly, the actions of the supervisors and many other county officials over the last few years have not shown this same desire to protect our farmland. I sincerely hope their actions and yours from now on save our irreplaceable farmland for agricultural purposes. Loss of farmland means a loss of long-term jobs, replaced with only short-term renewable energy jobs. By contrast, the installation of distributed rooftop solar produces up to 3.5 times as many jobs and local economic growth. And the electrical workers that work here would still have jobs. They would be placing them on rooftops. So we could keep our farmland and have solar at the same time. Concern for the loss of ag support businesses needed to sustain farming operations. Potential for negative impacts to adjacent or nearby farms. You can see from the maps how many adjacent farms would be affected. See there's. Thank you.
Okay, do we have any latecomers who didn't get signed up yet who wish to speak on this item? Please come forward. The podium, state your name and address for the record. Apologize for being late and then tell us what you want to know. You need to beat the microphone. This has to be on the recording. No. Got to be on the microphone.
Art Baker, and I'm from San Diego. Anyway,
Get up to your mouth.
I just want to make a few irrelevant points. Okay.
Hello.
That's the last you'll hear. Anyway, I want to make a few points is that we've been renting land. Unfortunately, we had a great tenant in the Abadis. But economically, it's been a pretty stagnant situation as far as rental rates. So I think this will be a great benefit personally. Because most people are concerned more with their personal benefit. The other thing is that there's 2,600 acres. That means a lot of the water is not going to be used. And that comes out to about 100,000 acre feet. So that's going to free up a lot of water so you don't have to take a lot of the land out and fallow it that they're doing now. So I think that'll also be a big benefit. So you'll gain a lot of land usage and still have the benefit of this. And lastly, in 30 years, technology, the fusion is coming on, so there's going to be plenty of energy. You may just end up getting the land back for agricultural use, and still you're going to get the economic, the $20 million increase in tax revenues.
Thank you. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not texting, I have notes on my phone. Just know that, if my phone will cooperate with me. Lindsay Dale, Imperial County Farm Bureau. I wasn't going to say much today because I feel at Farm Bureau we're in a difficult position. But I feel a need that I do need to say something in response to a couple of comments today. Yes, this is a private property right, and that is a big deal for my members. It is a private property right. It does fall under the guise of the law, and therefore it's a private property right. Who's to say I wouldn't take the same opportunity? However, there has been impacts to agriculture. The solar production down in the south end has impacted our growers. We've had a loss of jobs. Yes, there has been temporary jobs added. However, these are temporary jobs. We have had a loss of jobs in the ag community. We've had a loss of jobs in our farm service providers as well. They have been impacted. Some of them have picked up other jobs from the solar, yes, but there are many that have been severely impacted there. There's been a tremendous impact to our tenant farmers. The loss of ground. I was speaking with a vegetable grower last night, and he said, yes, it is a private property right, but I have lost a major ground. To say that this is marginal ground, yes, but we're growing spring mix. Our farmers are growing spring mix on marginal ground right now. I don't remember if this project or the next project up for under Iris, but there is some good, fantastic produce ground that's going to be lost there. And we, in the United States, we're growing our own food supply. However, with this farmland being paved over, this farmland will never go back into production. We're talking a 30-year term. It's never going to go back into production. I do have concerns, and my board has concerns as well, at the limit of how many acres we're going to see in the future. We've been told in the beginning we're going to do 20,000 acres. That was kind of the figure that we kept hearing. I believe, if my calculations are correct, with this project, we will be at that 20,000 acres. So my question to you is for the future as well. At what point are we going to stop? At what point are we going to have enough? These are questions that we would like to have answered as well. What's the future that we have ahead of us? And I'm not going to say my personal comments. I really want to, but I'm here for Farm Bureau today. And this is your decision. It's a tough decision. Just like I'm in a difficult position representing my landowners and my tenants as well. So you're in a difficult position as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tom Grundy. I'm in support of this project, and I'm going to encourage you to support it. I am a property owner. I believe in the personal rights of a property owner. And I farm in the southwest corner of Imperial County. I'm all around these solar projects, and I'm able to farm. You know, somebody told me once that there's no bad farm ground, period. It's only poor crop choices. Well, having said that, solar is a pretty good crop choice for some of this ground. And marginal, there's a few pieces that are a little above that. But overall, I think they've done a good job of selecting the right pieces of property to put these projects on. And I'll close with that. Thank you.
Loretta Bobby. We've been here, born and raised all our lives, our parents coming from the old country. Ben and I bought all our land, we fought hard. We fought many a battle. And I mean, from Chavez, from State 7 to watching even Imperial, Hopeville become divided over a prison. Everybody has their own agenda. You know, sometimes we get a little greedy in our valley. Yes, it all looks really good and everything. But I think we forget that, you know, here you have Northern California in drought, good farmland that's just going dry. We have every opportunity down here to hang on to this, get it back to being the salad bowl of the nation. I'm really very much against the project. If Ben were here, he's fighting the cold at home. He too agrees with me, as well as our whole family. Thank you for your comment.
Thank you. I think Ben always agrees with you.
5 years.
Any other comments from the public? No, we'll close the public portion. It'd be easier to take this. No. I always give you extra time, not just, it's raining outside, that changes things. We'll